All right, start streaming. I'm gonna pretend like we didn't have this conversation and nothing's ever happened, so it's more organic.
Cool. Who am I again? I mean, yeah, hi.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of the lobby with yours truly, Mrs. Visceral. Hi, that's me. Today we have a very, very special, wonderful guest, Bunny Banna, with us. They're part of the Twitch Latin Guild, Pride Guild, Black Guild, Women's Guild. They're a singer, voice actor, and all-around content creator. So, tell us a little something about yourself, Bunny.
Well, geez, you covered so much already. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Um, well, hi.
Hello.
uh, as as the lovely Swiss roll mentioned, I do love singing and I love voice acting. I also, in my free time, I do love to read and doom scroll through
That's so
TikTok.
real.
Um, and engage in my tism because I am on EHD and very neurospicy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sorry, technical issues. I promise I have it under control. Well,
It's
welcome.
sugar
I'm so
stuff.
glad you decided to join for episode 1. I'm super excited because I've never interviewed anybody on the VTubing side of Twitch. So this is really exciting. Can I ask what inspired your whole look? The Pyro Sakura bunny theme?
Yes. So I'm very passionate about a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
So the flowers that you see here, they actually glow,
Good.
and that is inspired by Tangled.
Oh,
The
okay.
the rest of my design, that's mostly inspired by um a show called Ruby. It's RWBY.
The was
Two
it
favorite
a YouTube
characters.
like the YouTube series, right? Was it
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Okay.
which is now revived and on, I think will be on Hulu Plus exclusively,
Oh, okay, okay.
I think. Um so it was inspired by Ruby Rose and Neapolitan,
Oh, nice. That's
like the
cute.
split hair. So
Yeah, I love that. Now, have you ever dyed your hair in real life like that, like the split? I've always wanted
I
to.
wish. I wish. I have curly hair um in real life, so it might be a little tough to
I get that.
but I've always wanted to.
And when you first did this character come into play, your VTuber model, like you had the idea when you first started streaming, or was it like just like were you into art and you always wanted like an OC? How did this avatar come about, or who did you commission? Did you do it yourself?
So I commissioned
Mm-hmm.
somebody. It's been a like it was a like I want to say like a year-long process. So for me
Yeah.
anyways, because I started off with a different design, but if I'm being honest, like it was kind of whitewashed. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not white. I'm black and Puerto Rican.
mm-hmm.
So I wanted
Oh.
I wanted to kind of like spice it up as time went on. So I had this design, but was I was lacking some melanin. So
Yeah, yeah, I
I
get that.
came up with a design myself with my best friend.
Yeah.
We came up with it together, and then I had it designed by um an artist, and then the following summer I got the model art of this done, and then I believe it was around the winter time of
Mm,
2024, that's
yeah.
when I got it to I commissioned a rigger because that's what they're called. They're called
Ooh,
riggers,
okay.
and they're like live 2D animators, and they bring the model art to life.
Yeah,
So
I
that's what this is.
I hear they're really like pricey, like expensive for like the really high quality ones. Cause I remember I think it was an interview or something that we had in one of the guilds where we had a VTuber that was talking about how much money they've spent into a VTuber. And I'm like, that's a lot they put into it for the craft. I was like, it makes sense because a lot of it they have like fun hats you could put on and a bunch of different like characters that go on their shoulder. I'm not sure exactly what that's called, but I thought that was really cool.
They're called oh my gosh, brain. Mascots,
There we go. There we go. Yes.
uh, and the things that they have, that, like, they pop up, they're called toggles.
Oh, okay, okay. Nice. All right. Has the how would you say the overall VTuber community is when it comes to someone trying to learn? Because for me, from what I see, is I feel as though the in the VTubing community, so many people are welcoming, like more than just regular streaming. Because when I think of like regular flesh streaming, I think of like people running those follow for follow scams, and they're like, join my Discord and you can grow big. But then when I think of like VTubing, I often see people that are like, oh, I have the resources to help you. Here's this, here's this, here's this to help you get started. And I'm like, they're so welcoming.
So, um, if I'm being honest,
Mhm.
yes, you're absolutely right that, where you go
Mhm.
is really what matters. I would say it really depends on, like, also what social media you're on,
Mhm.
if I'm being if it's okay to be
X
honest.
is it's not a good platform, let's be honest.
Yeah, I will say that a lot of people, like, it's
Or Twitter. Why the fuck am I
for the
calling it
most
X?
part,
I'm
I
sorry.
think it's a good thing. For the
Yeah.
most part, I do believe that the community
Mhm.
is I've met some amazing friends in the VTubing community.
Yeah.
But I will also say on the flip side that, um, it's definitely, a little bit it can get a little crazy,
Do you think there's like
and
gatekeeping in certain parts of the community?
oh, yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
I see. I don't see that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Have you
But I've been
experienced
in
that
the community
yourself?
overall for a long
Oh,
time, so
okay.
it's kinda like when you've seen a lot, it's like you can't, like, fully say that, like,
Yeah.
it's all great. Because I mean, I'm then again, no community is all
Perfect.
great,
Yeah.
if I'm
Mhm.
being honest, and it's not, like, all perfect. There's gonna be a lot of hiccups and, um, a lot of hiccups and flip
Mhm.
ups in between,
Can I
so
ask if you've ever experienced that? Like when you first started out, like did you ever experience the gatekeep where you felt kind of like discouraged in a way? Like, oh, I don't know. I don't know about this.
when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing,
Mhm.
and I think a lot of people took my like, my passion
Yeah.
for wanting to, like, to grow and meet, like, new people and make new friends when my first go around was, misunderstood. Um,
Uh-huh.
I've gotten bullied before.
Oh no.
I've gotten, like, harassed before, but,
Mhm.
I'm also very stubborn.
Me though, me honestly, but I sometimes where I'm bad at it, I always invite. I'm like, I want that smoke, give it to me, you know. But that's because I run into like misogynistic people. I'm like, it's the territory I'm in. I'm in FPS, spaces. So I'm like, I want that because to me sometimes it's content, right? And then content brain takes over.
See, I have that mentality now, that's for
Hmm.
sure.
But starting off,
I
you
think
don't. Well, at least I
starting
didn't.
off, you're like a little, like, you're like a sweet summer child,
Yeah,
and you get
yeah. A little reserved, and I'm like,
and
"Ooh, maybe I should not engage." But now it's like, well, now I'm really comfortable. Now that I'm older too, I'm like, I'm really comfortable with it, and I won't stand for anyone else getting bullied in game. I'm like, that's where I step in. I'm like, let
oh,
me
I
be the
absolutely
loud
have my
person then.
Latina crash outs,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Oh my god, you get it. You get it. You understand it.
Like, now I care a lot less, and I don't really care what people think of me because,
Hmm.
it took a lot, to make it this far.
Yeah.
So, I like to think, um, I have a you know, I'd like to think that I have the upper hand in saying, wait, are we allowed to curse?
Yeah, of course. I said fuck like 3 times.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, cool. Okay, I forgot. I'm still waking
No,
up.
you're fine. You're fine.
I like to say that I deserve at least a ticket of no fucks given, and that's,
Yeah.
permanent, so it's fine.
Yeah. Now, Bunny, if someone walked into your stream for the first time, what kind of vibe would you think they feel? Like, what would they pick up on?
Well, it's either what the hell did they just say? Um,
Real.
or laughing, they're laughing their asses off, or they're comfy because I'm singing.
Ooh,
So,
nice.
they like, if someone usually comes in, I'm I may have, like, said something out of pocket, um,
Real.
but if it's in the morning, I'm usually not as crazy in the morning, like, it
Yeah.
takes me a minute to really,
Yeah.
like, properly wake
No,
up,
I get that.
and then, I also, like, play, like, FPS games, which I'm trying to
They're a
cleanse
gaming
myself
gamer.
of for a little while. I'm sure you saw it on Twitter.
Mhm,
I'm taking a little
mhm,
cleanse,
mhm.
'cause you don't wanna crash out so much.
Especially since it was Overwatch. Oh my god. I was an Overwatch
Now that I've
Owen
never done before.
way back in the day. Oh my god. That game was the game that would make me lose my mind. Now it's Marvel Rivals, I guess, since I moved on. But me and Overwatch, we have a past. You know, I broke up with Overwatch. It's fine. It is what.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oh my gosh. Like, I, the games have just been, like, getting progressively more sweaty, and people
Yeah.
have, more audacity,
Oh,
and
true.
it's so funny to me, and I'm like, "You know what? You guys got that."
Yeah, yeah. I've learned to know when to engage and not to engage anymore in certain people because I'm like, you can kind of sniff out when it could be like this person, I could make an example out of this person, you know? Or when it's just someone being hateful just to be hateful. And it's like they break Twitch TOS. It's like, oh yeah, you're getting muted.
They're like, "Enjoy your 30 days, buddy,"
Yeah,
as my
exactly.
lovely friend Nagi would say.
Now, you're a singer, an amateur voice actor, as you say, and a manager. How do you juggle all of that and being a streamer, like creating content and even just being social online? What's that
I
balance
have
like?
ADHD.
Real? Oh my God. I swear to God, every streamer that I speak to says that because I think I have not been diagnosed, but I think I have undiagnosed either ADD or ADHD, and I definitely need to get checked out. But I cannot remember the shit I said 2 minutes ago. Not for now. Now it's a really chill, like, it's a podcast, so of course I have to be, like, of course I'm in the moment, I'm here. But if my brain's on, like, my activity feed, reading chat and in-game, I'm like, "Boingy, boingy, boingy." I even have a emote in chat that's like, "Boingy," because I constantly forget things. So,
I'm
you
the same way. Like, so here actually, okay, I am the same way when it comes to myself, like, I forget a lot, like, in the short term,
yeah,
is what I've noticed for myself, like, 1 minute?
Mimit.
It
Minute
1
Maid.
moment. Okay, alright, so 1 moment 1 moment, I'm, like, you know,
Mimit. Sorry,
totally
it's my
fine,
vocal stim
and
for the day.
that's gonna be fine. No, no, I'm
Give me a
such a
minute.
chameleon.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What?
Let me
No,
stay on track. Because if we're both not, I have to keep us on track. I have to keep us on the rails.
I
We
know, I know.
both.
'Cause yeah, I'll stim so hard. My community knows, my friends know even more. But,
Mhm.
so I am also very hyper vigilant, so,
Mhm.
like, I will remember everything about everyone, but then when it comes to myself, I'm just like,
That's so true.
I forget everything, and I'm just
That is so true.
like,
Like, I'll
it's so
remember
bad.
what happened September of 2011 when I was playing Mario Kart in a basement, but I won't remember what I said I would do last week. I don't know what it
No,
is. It's
that's
just certain
yeah,
memories just stick and others don't. It's just how it is.
that
But
happens to me too.
do you have or rather how do you handle like burnout? Like let's say cuz you're online, you have your real life. Do you ever experience burnout from
Oh, all the
streaming,
time.
content creation? And how do you navigate that?
Uh, honestly, it's toss-up. So,
Mhm.
most times, I really do try my best to pace myself, but I'm also a workaholic, so that doesn't really, like
Oh, that's so you are me. Is this like a Latina thing? I don't know. or a
I
Latinx
think it
name, maybe. I don't
is.
know because I will drown myself in work. There
I
is no
I have
stop.
a bad habit of doing that. It's because, like, I feel like if I'm not doing anything and then that's when
Yeah,
everything starts to, like, downslide
for
for me,
sure.
because then it leaves time for my mind to start, like, ruminating on shit, and I'm like,
Mm,
"Oh boy,
yeah,
here we go. This isn't
real.
great. Oh my god."
Then you remember
Because, like I
that
said,
one
I'm also
embarrassing thing.
neurospicy,
Yeah.
so, like, this is, like, my happy distraction, especially since I'm chronically ill
Mhm.
and I suffer from hidden disabilities, so it's kinda hard for me to, like, just stop
Yeah, I get you.
when this is all I do.
I get you. Are you very open about your disabilities to your community?
Oh, yeah, so I suffer from PCOS,
Ah, I
and
see.
I also, I am autistic,
Mhm.
and I have bipolar disorder type 1 and borderline personality disorder, and,
I
like, a
see.
slew of other mental illnesses, including, like, complex PTSD and severe anxiety.
Okay. I see.
Um, I got the diagnosis list, but,
The list
those are the
goes
big
on.
ones.
Yeah, I see. I love that you're open about it because there are some content creators that don't share much about themselves, and it's just, well, I don't mean to put anyone down, but it's mostly like I see the gamers that only show gameplay and hardly ever talk to their chat. It's like they don't share much, but like their audience is there for one reason, and it's usually just to watch them click heads, and that's it. So I love that you're
I'm
so
definitely
open.
not that gamer.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in big streamer, no offense to any big streamers, you do you. You handle your stream how you want. But I don't think I could ever do that where I like ignore chat. Like I say like playfully, I ignore chat. Sure, okay. But majority of the time, no, we're riffing. We're talking about God knows what. We're talking about, I don't know, shaving your asshole. I don't know. I don't know where the conversation goes, but it goes somewhere.
That's how I am too, like, I sometimes I, like, forget, like, some chats here and there, but that's just because, like, sometimes chat goes a little fast, or I
Yeah.
respond in my head and I forget to respond out loud, and
And
then,
you
like,
think you
10
responded
minutes
because you
later, I'm just
responded in
like,
your
"Hey, I
head.
don't know if you're still here, but I'm sorry, like, I remember what you said, like, 10
True.
minutes ago."
I remember when you asked me about my dog 10 minutes ago. I'm answering that now. Yeah, I get
That
that.
happens to me occasionally, but, like, I'm very community driven, and
Oh, I see that,
I
yeah.
love I love my babies.
Okay, with that being said, who's your favorite chatter? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I wouldn't put you on the
Oh,
spot.
no, hold on. Whoa. I don't know if I could do that. I love them all too
On the
much.
subject of favorite, though, what's your favorite type of content to create? Is it the singing? Is it the streaming video games? Or, like, what satisfies your itch when it comes to content creation?
Oh, jeez. Honestly, that's hard. I guess the closest thing would be
Mhm.
singing, even though, like, I feel like it's more 80% like, gaming and 20% singing, because I do sing for, like, anyone who raids me,
Yeah. Oh, that's
and,
sweet. I like that.
I have a redeem like, for it as well, and then
Yeah.
there are some days where I just literally, like, will just sing more after, like, I get a raid or something, or someone does a redeem, and then instead of me
Mhm.
singing one song, I sing, like, 5, and,
I
um,
see.
I feel like chat's just really there for the ride.
Yeah, and that's beautiful, and that's what you want in a community.
I love them so much, like, I would not be here if it weren't for them.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Can I ask, do you remember if there was a moment where like, yeah, I'm a VTuber now, kind of like, or did you always want to debut as a VTuber? Did you ever want to get into like just flesh streaming?
No, I think I've always wanted to be a VTuber.
Yeah.
When I first started streaming, that's like, I don't always use a model.
Yeah.
I have a PNG as well, like,
Mhm.
because some people do, like, PNG tubing, but it's still, like, they're still a VTuber no matter what.
Yeah.
Um, and that's kind of what I've always wanted to do because, well, for me, I'm not I'm very, like I'm very, very basic, like, I don't have, like, a
Mhm.
nice, like, room setup, if I'm being honest.
Mine's
I
is so
am
basic.
not I don't have, like, the biggest, like, self-image of myself, like,
Mhm.
I'm just I'd rather I kinda like the anonymity because even
Yeah.
though my community, they do know what I look like,
Yeah.
because 'cause I've posted selfies, like, on my social media before, or
You've
occasionally
done
I'll,
a
like, throw
face
it in the
reveal
Discord.
before?
Oh, yeah, plenty
Oh,
of times,
okay.
like, they
I
know
see.
what I look like. I've even
Yeah.
shared my, um I've even done, like, face cam streams
Mhm.
before,
Oh,
but,
okay.
um, like, that's but this is what I meant to do.
This
I
is what
know
you
that for
prefer.
sure.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. It's what you're comfortable in most when streaming. And that makes
Mhm.
sense. I love that. Okay. So, did you get nervous when you showed your face, or was it just kind of like this is just who I am, and I'm gonna show you when you did like
It
a,
was a little bit of both, and I'm just like,
mhm.
I told my mods, I remember, like, because I think I had, like, um, a goal for it at some point
Oh, okay, nice.
when I did, like, a subathon,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, be prepared to ban anybody if they're weird."
Mhm.
Um, because I think I've only done, like, maybe 3 or 4
I
face cam
see.
streams
Yeah,
in, like, the past 2 years.
I
So,
see.
that shows how little I do it.
Mhm. Well, you're
But,
just a VTuber through and through, though. This is just who you are.
yeah. I
Nice.
don't mind the immersion breaks, like, I don't, and honestly, I know my community doesn't either. I've never met anybody that actually, like, is bothered by it in my
Good.
community,
You shouldn't.
um,
Yeah.
and if they are, then I don't know why you're here, get the fuck out, but, I
Can I
digress.
ask, have you ever had anyone just, or I guess how often? Because being in the gaming space, for me, I oftentimes get someone that'll come in and just say, "You only have viewers because you're a woman, this, that, and the third nipple." Do you do you ever get someone that's just hateful and spewing so much hate about like just the VTubing community? How do your mods handle that, I guess, or like to look out for that? Because my mods, they can tell when someone's starting to be creepy. Because I don't like to be sexualized, so they can pick up very
Mhm.
easily whenever someone's kind of a creep and they're gearing towards that. So how do your mods handle that, I guess? Are they usually on
My
it?
mods are absolutely amazing, I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie,
nice.
because when their time, like, they know, um, like, I am thorough as hell.
Yeah.
And, um, when that happens, I don't even have time to react. They just
Yeah, they're
that's
on
how
it.
good they
I
are.
get it.
I'm
They're
like,
on it.
I don't have time to react at all. They're
Yeah.
just there. I'm like, "Oh, dang, hey, hey,
I love
what
that.
happened?"
I love
And I
that.
don't even have time to be like, to react to whatever happened.
That's so real.
I react a lot more calm than I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Um, I
Are
I
you
don't
kind of,
think
would you say you're desensitized to it a bit?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay. I
Yeah,
understand.
like, I'm used to the hate, not so much from, like, I think, I've never had someone hating on me being a VTuber, but
Yeah.
I've definitely had people hating because I'm, well, now from presenting, but
Mhm.
because I just came out in March as non-binary, but,
Oh, I'm so happy for
I've
you.
had
Also, happy
people
Pride.
Thank you. Thank you, happy Pride. Um, I I've had people, call me slurs
Oh
because
god.
whether it's because I'm Puerto Rican or I'm
Mhm.
black, and then they see, like, the LGBTQIA plus, tag, and then,
Yeah.
they'll try to, like, bypass it, but they also don't know that I'm a Twitch Tools and Moderation mentor in both the
Yeah.
Latin Guild and the Black Guild,
Okay.
and I'm like, "Okay, so you came here to fuck around, but you also found out that you're a dumbass, so, like, bye."
Eat my fucking ass, dumbass, instant ban.
But, like, and like I said, like, the fun part is that, like, my community, they're very quick about it. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be nice and, like, I'll actually, no, I'm not nice. let me rephrase that. They think
Real? I'm
they
not
think
nice
I'm
at
so
all.
sweet, and I'm like, "I
I
love you guys, but you know I'm a bitch. You've heard me crash out a couple times. Come on now."
Real.
But, like and but,
Yeah.
my mods, like, they'll react, like, way before I even do,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're
and
nice to the people who deserve it, and then, like, the people who don't deserve your kindness, fuck off, you know?
oh, yeah, I really I try my best to be kind, but I'm not nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I get
yeah.
that. Um, what are some of your favorite games to play?
Ooh, so one of them I uninstalled, but that's okay, and that was Overwatch, but
Wait, hold on. Can I ask why did you uninstall it? Your reason.
so, actually, like, my community does know, I am even though I do play a lot of FPS games, I'm slowly trying to take a cleanse from them, even if
Oh,
it's
I see.
just for a little while.
Mhm.
Um, I just noticed that, like, I've just been, like, sweating so much, and
Yeah.
ever since, ever since I participated in, Pearl and Pixel's, Marvel Rivals tournament
Yes, that was so
back
much
in May,
fun.
I went from silver to plat
Oh,
in a matter of, like, maybe 2 weeks.
okay, gaming
That's never
gamer.
happened before, and while I'm, like, really proud of myself for
Yeah,
getting that far, I also realized that I kinda started going down a kind of a rabbit hole of
that'll do that to you. I get you.
trying to be the best, like, trying, like,
Mhm.
to, not drag my friends down 'cause I'm always like that, and then I got nominated in the BIPOC Streamer Awards,
Ooh,
like,
okay,
I'm a
congrats.
finalist
Look
for
at
Shooters
you.
Gotta Shoot, and then I
Oh,
felt
I
like I
love
had
that for
something more
you.
to prove, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Shit," and then my community, they like to lovingly kick my ass because I kinda, like I'm
Too
really
much
hard on
on your plate?
myself,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm like, "Guys, would you love me if like, kind of pulled back from FPS games because 'Cause I'm starting to not
Yeah.
enjoy them,"
Yeah, that's the
and
worst.
I'm like, it's funny because 'cause I'm telling people to, like, "Oh, follow me, or vote for me if you want to, like, no pressure." Like,
Yeah.
up for this I'm finalist for, playing FPS games, and now I'm not playing them like that, and I just
Yeah.
kind of felt guilty in a way,
Mhm.
but um, now I kind of just started cutting them cold turkey, and it was because of, like, certain
Mhm.
experiences that um, in the game.
Yeah, it could be overwhelming, especially since the Marvel community, like, there's a bunch of, like, bitches in there, like, that complain over everything or, like, I don't mean that in the sense it's like you can communicate with your team and, like, win like a normal human being, and you don't have to be an actual bitch in game, and, like, complain. You could ask people nicely. You can communicate like a normal human being. You
I
don't
know
need
your
to
mama
go.
didn't raise you to be a bitch, but
Yeah,
whatever, like,
exactly. Like,
holy shit,
yeah,
the
it
audacity of people.
I understand that. I get that. The community is something else. There's don't get me wrong, there's really nice people I've met in Marvel Rivals that like amazing, phenomenal. But there's just
Mhm.
an overwhelmingly loud majority of idiots on that game. And it's I don't mean I hate on DPS, but it's usually it's DPS. Who said that? Oh my god. But
Like,
that's just my
who
experience.
said that?
That's just my experience.
That's my experience too, like,
Yeah.
um, I've s I think someone asked me I don't know who asked me, like, one of my friends were like, "Is Marvel Rivals next?" And I'm like, "We'll see after the season if I
Yeah.
wanna take a break or not,"
Mhm.
because that's kind of the only one that I'm playing.
Mhm.
I don't really count Fortnite, if I'm being
Oh,
real,
I had a
because I've
Fortnite
never
era.
like, I'm slowly getting I think I'm gonna start kind of, like, getting back into it a little by little, like, the games do get sweaty, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but, like, at least I have some, leeway there where I don't
Mhm.
have to worry about somebody coming into my chat and, like, um, you know,
Yeah.
being weird or being mean.
Yeah. I get
Usually
that.
they don't, even if I'm playing Rivals.
I've had a
There's
whole
that rare
group.
occasion where that happened to me one time,
Yeah.
like, I
It was
feel
the whole
like 2
bitch
weeks
ass
ago,
team, and we would have smoked them again.
and it was 3 of them, and they were like it was a fucking quick match, my guy,
Oh
and they're
my
sitting there
god! Ain't no
like
way.
and they're oh my god, and I'm like, "Okay, but you're coming in here
Yeah.
trying to get like, you're coming in here after you won a quick match.
Yeah.
Baby, go play calm." Like
Yeah, real. Like it's not that serious. It's never that serious. In a quick play, that's another thing I guess about rivals. Whenever I see someone doing bad on a character and they genuinely like it looks like they're trying to learn the character. Well, I'm not gonna open my mic and just be like, "Hey, you fucking suck," and then just leave it at that. Like I'm not gonna talk shit to someone who's learning, especially in a quick play. It's like, of course, I'd be mad if it was a ranked. I'd be a little upset, but I would never lose. It's like people don't know how to regulate their emotions at your grown age, because most of the time they're grown. At your grown age, learn to regulate your emotions.
like, I'm unmedicated, and I literally have an emotion like,
Real.
one of my diagnoses is that, like, I am I it is the definition of emotional dysregulation
Yeah.
that I cannot control, and if I can control myself and manage myself, then you really got a fucking problem,
Skill
like
issue on their part, honestly. I don't know what to tell them.
and you're just a pussy ass bitch that likes to hide behind a fucking screen because you know damn well if you said that shit in real life, people will rock your shit.
Real,
But it's okay.
real,
It's
fucking
all right.
real. But you want to be behind a keyboard and you want to grow up in the suburbs, cold, like sheltered and shit. Oh, okay. Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
baby, I
I
was
got
in the
you.
ghetto. I was
Oh,
homeless
okay.
at some point. Please stop playing with me. I don't think you get that
Exactly.
serious. Relax.
But
You're lucky
yeah,
I'm screaming right now.
pipe down, little pup. Shut up.
Oh my
Oh,
lord.
now I'm getting heated.
Good.
Now I'm thinking about Marvel Rivals. But yeah,
Ooh.
oh my god, I get that. I swear we could write a whole book with our stories we encountered in game. I swear to God.
You can
Oh
write a
my,
novel.
yeah,
Oh my
real.
gosh.
But moving on from games we generally don't like, but also like, but have a love hate relationship. What is like one comfort game that you could play over and over and over again, and you would never get tired
Oh,
if you
that's a
had to pick
hard one.
one or a
I pick
series?
one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one of them is definitely Palia. I don't play
Oh.
it enough, I feel like,
Okay.
but I really like Palia. My best friend introduced me to it last year, and it it's definitely been like it's been so nice.
Yeah.
I think that's genuinely the best game community I've ever been a part of. And also I noticed
Really?
that a lot of like when I first joined the Latin Guild
Yeah.
a year ago because I joined back in I got accepted in the beginning of May,
Mhm.
2024. I um I noticed a lot of more people played it and it
Yeah.
like also pushed me just to like to play it more.
Mhm.
Um and I've never, knock on wood, I've never had a bad experience,
That's
ever.
lovely. I
That is the
love that.
nicest community I've ever encountered in my entire life. Like,
Oh.
I could gatekeep that,
What
low-key.
is the game primarily about? Is it very cozy? Like you know, is it like
It
sandbox?
is. Um, s well, it's free to play.
Mhm.
I would say, it's like it's a farming sim, definitely. Like
Oh,
an
okay,
open
okay.
world,
Stardew
multiplayer
Valley-esque
farming
maybe?
sim.
Or no?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
kind
It's
of,
got
like,
little
it's
feelings of it.
so
Mhm.
so cozy, like, there's, like, a crafting aspect of it, that's multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
I like that it's free to play because, like,
Mhm. Girl,
it's really the cosmetics that
I
people
love me a
buy.
free to play.
Um, yeah, me too. There's even, like, I guess you can kinda say there's, like, a dating aspect of it, but
Oh?
it's not, uh, like, the primary thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can build, like, friendships with people,
Yeah.
and then, um it's just so cute. I like it a lot.
Speaking of dating, have you ever played like dating simulators?
I have
Oh?
actually. It was Hooked the one that we streamed for the first time was Hooked on You, and I voice acted a full run through with my friends. It took a
Mhm.
lot longer, but I did it with close friends, so it was okay if it
Mhm.
went a little longer. We did it for like 7 hours.
Oh, the commitment.
And, I'm just saying, guys, I'm really excited to, play Date Everything.
That's the one my
I'm
community's
really
been talking
excited.
about. You can date a chair, a table. I was like, "Is this real?"
I've seen people get down bad for a fucking air conditioner, and I'm like, I'm
That's
so
crazy.
excited.
I love whenever the AC gets cranked up. Smile. That's crazy. I don't know. I feel like I would play it for like the shits and giggles. I don't because I've played like dating sims before where it's like I don't remember what it was called. It was like Super Seducer or something. I've played that and I was like this game's so easy. It's like you could get anybody. Is but I've done it as a joke, as a meme and all that. But I've never actually like tried to hard grind and like get every person of interest in the game. I have no idea. Other than that, I have
Same.
no idea for dating sim. I have
I don't
no
know if
knowledge.
Monster Prom would count, now that I think about it.
Mhm.
Because I don't really consider it like a dating sim, but I
Yeah.
guess it kinda is. But, like, when with those types of games, like I said, I'm a voice actor,
Mhm.
so I like, um adding that, like, fun aspect to it and, like,
Yeah.
dragging my friends are like, "But I'm not a voice actor," and I'm like, "I didn't ask, get your ass out here, we're gonna voice actor together on Steam, okay?" Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
because they love to do that to me, and I'm like, "I'm gonna kick your ass, I didn't come here to, like, be all professional, we're here to have fun, like,
Yeah.
we're here to have fun, okay? Get it together."
Yeah, yeah, I love that. Would you say you're an extrovert when it comes to your friend group?
Yes,
Oh,
definitely. I'm
okay.
primarily introverted, I won't lie,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of times where I will go, like, nonverbal,
Mhm.
um, and I'm like, "Leave me the fuck alone,"
Yeah.
um, but, when it comes to, like, doing, like, collabs, I'm so nervous to do it, to reach out to people. I'm still working on that
I love that
little
you
by
reached
little.
out. I am so happy because I may have found my new comfort streamer. I swear, you got this cozy vibe to you, and I need someone to listen to some crazy stories, some conversation when I'm doing work, when I'm doing because I love having things on in the background, like
I'm definitely
streams.
a back leave in the background kind of streamer, and then sometimes
I
people will pop out
love
of their
that.
lurks, they're like, "Bunny?"
What
And I'm like,
what they say?
"Yes."
What did
I'm
they
like, "What's up?"
say? I love that. But speaking of collabs, do you have a dream VTuber that you would love to collab with? Like this is just played it up for you. You had the most perfect opportunity. Someone hooked you up with a wonderful collab. Who is the VTuber that you're collabing with? It could be anybody.
Hmm, that's huh, I guess, like, the biggest one,
Yeah.
would in a perfect world, like,
Yes.
Iron Mouse?
Ah, okay. I see you.
Um,
Hmm.
there was, hmm, let's just say from, uh, a personal bystander
Yeah.
experience that I cannot talk about,
Hmm. Hmm.
I think that we would get along
Yeah.
as Boricuas, like,
Hmm.
there was an interaction that her and I had.
Is
So
this? Oh, okay.
Um, and it was so funny, like, there were certain things that I was, like, that I was saying because I started to, like, stim in, like, a side chat, and then she was just, like, bouncing off of it when she read them. And I
Hmm.
was like, "Oh, yeah.
Is this
Yeah, I know what you are."
interaction in a certain Discord?
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Without leaking anything.
I'm typing it to you really quick.
Maybe I was also in said interaction.
There, I messaged it to you.
Nice. But explain why she would be the perfect collab for you. Why do you think? Besides,
I think we're the
yeah.
I because I do, like, kinda, like, watch her occasionally, like, in the background.
Yeah.
I mostly watch her, like, YouTube content because if I'm gonna drop a lurk on anybody, I always prioritize my friends and my mutuals first. Um,
Mhm.
I rarely okay, then, yeah, you know what I'm talking
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah,
then.
I do. I was there. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It was amazing. It
I
was
was so nervous
amazing.
to be there. Okay, so you get it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
get you.
Guys, you don't know
Phenomenal.
the lore, it's fine.
It's we were in a realm where we had the opportunity. Anyways.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
just had to be there. But, I feel like she's, like, the combination of, like, comfy chaotic that I aspire to be,
Yeah.
and, that's yeah, that's one definitely one of them. I think Miss Lala is also another one.
Oh, okay. I don't
Um,
believe I know Miss Lala. I know Iron
she's
Mouse.
also in the Latin guild,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I like lurking on her. She's so sweet.
Oh,
Um,
I
we're
love them.
like I like to say we're like very distant mutuals.
Yeah.
Um, because like we still are.
Yeah.
And she's in the guild. She's a new Twitch ambassador from I believe like last was it? I think it was from last year.
Okay, Miss Lala. Mhm.
She's
Killing it.
she's so sweet and but doesn't take bullshit from nobody, and it's
Yeah.
great.
That's good. Um, and let me ask you, as streamers chatting with our viewers, would you say it's a big part of your stream? How big is it? Like, are you the type to have chat on screen? And what's been one of the most like heartfelt moments you've ever shared with your chat? Be it like a subathon that just ended and you were so grateful for your community. What is something that just you felt overwhelming love from your community? What is something that's happened in your stream like that?
There are so many moments.
Yeah.
It's so it's so hard because like we have conversations like all the time. Like there's
Yeah.
some days where I'm playing games and I'll literally like derail my own stream.
I get that.
And we just like we just yap.
Yeah. Okay, so it feels kind of like a Discord call, huh? Where like we could just talk about anything, like between you and
Sometimes,
your
yeah.
community.
Like we like, my child will tell me about like, about what's going on in their day
Yeah.
or things that like make them excited. I think at some point I had like a redeem uh,
Hmm.
where people would share like one good thing um which I think I should bring it back actually now
I
that I think
love
about it
them. I have an insult
cuz
and compliment command. I will either insult you if you redeem it, or I'll compliment you.
I'm so bad with like insults like if I have to insult somebody, but
Yeah.
if I'll like playfully do it, but like
Yeah.
I
I'm not going in. I can't do that. Especially if I just met them and they redeem it. I'm like, I don't really even know you. Are you sure you want this? But
no,
yeah.
yeah, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
you sure you want that, puppy?
They're like, I
Like
have an
I'll do
ego.
like
Destroy
playful banter, but
it.
like,
Yeah.
whoa, maybe not. I
Yeah.
wanna roast your ass.
Yeah.
Unless you tried me, then maybe, but like,
Mhm.
there's a limit, Rocky. Like,
Real, real.
but it's hard to pinpoint a moment in like with chat because
Mhm.
we always have like so many lovely moments
Yeah, I
anyways.
get
So
that. It's
it's
hard to pinpoint.
kind of hard.
You can't put a well, like you can't single it in one little bag. I get you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now, if your Twitch community had a handshake, what would it be?
Um,
Would it be intricate? Would it be something simple, like a fist bump?
no, it had to be intricate.
Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
I don't know what specific one I'm thinking about, but I'm like, we ain't that basic.
Yeah,
No,
I
we
get
gotta
you.
like dab me up. Come
Yeah,
on, come
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, I get you. Dab me up, twin. Oh, okay.
um,
All right.
yeah, it would definitely be like something intricate, but like only we
Mhm.
know.
Oh, okay. I see. What's a goal that you're working towards, Bunny? Like, either in VTubing or just in real life right now. What's something that you're aiming for, if you're comfortable sharing?
Um,
be it even making more time for your mental health or anything in your IRL, maybe making time more for your family or like in the streaming space, be it anything. Is there a goal right now that you're working towards?
I would like to push out more offline content or even content that I like get on stream. Um that's something that I've always struggled with,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest. Like
Mhm.
it's been something I struggled with for a while. Like I'll stream like till the sun goes down, right?
Yeah.
But like I I want to put out more music because I have a
Love that.
Spotify. My
Ooh.
community promotes me than I ever will for myself because I feel
Oh,
bad about
okay.
it. They're like, "Hey,"
Me
like
promoting you.
one of my
Mhm.
wifeys, her name is Lily.
Yeah.
She literally has a thing in her chat, and oh, there they go, there they go. Chat, did you they're like, "Chat, did you know that Bun has a Spotify?" And I'm like,
That's my chat
okay,
with my Turtle
alright."
Beach ads. They're like,
There's
"Did you know that you could get a headset and use code Swissroll for 10% off?" Like, y'all set that up better than I ever could, you know? Thank you.
I forgot my alerts are showing up on my visual camera.
I love that.
I'm
Love
gonna
that.
turn that off really quick because it scared the crap out of me.
Chat, are
I'm so
y'all
sorry.
scaring Bunny? Don't
Someone
scare
followed me
them.
and like I'm so thank you by the way, but that scared the crap out of
Chat, be good
me.
eggs, okay?
No, they're so sweet. I
Mm,
Oh my gosh, that scared me though. Um
that's hilarious.
But yeah, they'll like promote me more than I'll
Mhm.
ever will with myself because I always feel like
Yeah.
guilty. I don't really like maybe I'll post that I'm like on that I'm live on
Yeah.
Twitter, but like aside from that, I don't tell nobody. Like
Yeah.
some of my friends will be having just regular conversations with me midstream and I'm like trying to answer them and I'm like, "Hey, I'm just busy doing stuff."
Yeah.
But I'll never like I rarely say outwardly that I'm like streaming unless I like absolutely have to because
Mhm.
I've just gotten like that mentality that like maybe I just like, I should just not say anything, I
Yeah.
guess.
I feel like it's ingrained, at least for like what I've from since I've started streaming. I feel like it's ingrained in me to not promote my stuff in in other people's chat. Obviously, here I'm gonna promote you, Bunny. Obviously, you're the guest, you're the star of the show today. But like in general, like if I ever collab with someone, I'm more reserved when it comes to that. It's
Mhm.
like bad taste when you mention your stream in someone else's stream. It's just like I guess unspoken rules in a way. So for me, it's just always been engraved in me that like don't make it about you, Swiss, because every streamer has like main character syndrome. It's like yeah, we have to share the space, and like I've had my cases of where like I would riff back and forth with someone, and then it's just that streamer has a big ego, would make themselves star of the show, and I'm like, "Oh, you like you like to be the center of attention." And I feel like sometimes when I collab with other streamers, I never want to give that feeling towards another streamer that like you feel that I'm overpowering the conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I That's literally me.
Yeah, because I don't I want like right now I'm a yapper. I yap so much, but I love and I'm such a curious soul that I just love hearing other people's stories. So I bite my tongue. I'm like, Swiss, don't ask that question yet. Hold on, we're gonna derail the conversation. Shut up, Swiss.
That's how I am too though.
Yeah,
I I really um like I love uplifting others. Like
yeah,
I think there's a time and place for everything. I will say that.
for
But
sure.
like it's really hard to like if I see somebody and I know
Hmm.
that they're a streamer, especially if I'm like mutuals with them or
Yeah,
I know of them, and be
yeah.
like, "Oh, like, have your stream spin. Like I hope like, I hope you've been doing okay and blah blah
Hmm.
blah." Like I and sometimes I'll get there like, "Oh, like, well, that's okay. Like we're here for you." And I'm like, "Bitch, we're all on the same pond. Shut the fuck up and tell me how you doing." Like, come on
Yeah.
now. Like,
Hmm.
don't try to be modest. I don't give a fuck. Like, I
Yeah.
really don't.
Hmm.
Um Like, I don't know who, like, and I mean this in a loving way, not in, like, a
Mhm.
hurtful way, like, I don't know who hurt you, but, like,
Yeah.
it's okay, you're safe here, you can talk
Yeah.
about yourself, especially if I'm the one initiating it. I don't know who gave you that trauma, but, like,
Yeah.
given that with some people got, like, their, like, rank ass opinions, I'm not really
Mhm.
surprised, but,
Mhm.
you know, you can talk about it here, it's okay.
I've even met some people that have told me they've gotten yelled at by like one of their favorite streamers for lurking and not chatting. And I'm like, I oftentimes think that's not a real person. Why would someone do that? That's crazy. And then I see a clip of it on like TikTok or Twitter or whatever where a streamer is doing exactly that. And I'm like, that's insane to me. That is
I won't lie,
crazy.
that's happened to me. Like, I
Oh,
haven't gotten yelled at, but I've literally gotten called out,
are you
and I
serious?
didn't say
Oh my
anything at all.
Unfollow, I'm out of here. Excuse me?
Yeah, like, I didn't say anything at all, and, like,
You just dip. It's like, that's it. Yeah.
yeah.
My god. See, I've never experienced that, but I always hear, like, people say they run into streamers that are like that, and I'm like, I don't know where you're finding these streamers, like, what were you in the Call of Duty section? No offense, Call of Duty play. Were you in the Call of Duty section? I don't What happened? That's
I don't even
crazy.
remember what the person was playing, but they called me out, they're like, "I see you, bunny." I was like, "No, the fuck you don't." Like, I clicked out of the tab. I'm like,
Oh.
"Bro, shut up.
Oh
Leave
my
me alone."
god. There was this one time it was a Call of Duty streamer. There's this one time I was lurking, and this was back when I was on console because I switched to PC like in 2020, but I was on console and I would watch different like console streamers. And there was this one streamer I was watching. They were very informative. They had a really good like build for their loadout, their gun and whatnot. And it was like the height of Warzone. And I was like, I knew battle royales. I was like, I want to try it. I want to learn about the game, whatever, whatever. And then the person was so welcoming. They were like, "Hi, welcome to my stream." And they were a new streamer too. They were probably like averaging 3 viewers, and they're fairly new. They didn't really have it about me. And I was like, I like to give like the
Mhm.
smaller creator the benefit, like they don't get the eyes on them. I'm like, I want to see what the personality's like. So I stay in there for a little bit. We're chatting. We've shared stories. We've swapped stories, whatever, having good conversation. All of a sudden, his friends join in and he drops a slur. And I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck? I'm like,
oh,
completely
oh.
different person than what you were, like what you made yourself out to be with streaming. I was like, that was a completely different person. I unfollowed so fucking fast. I was like, I'm out of here. And now me and my chat, we have an ongoing joke that it's like, a Call of Duty streamer, you'll never run into one. Try not to say a slur challenge because it's happened to me more than once. But that's the one that sticks out. With like the first time it happened, I'm like, where it's a
Jeez.
you're not a genuine person, It's crazy. So now I'm very careful with who I drop my follows with. I'm like, I have to at least be there for like a couple hours. I have to see your clips online. I have to see you interact with people now because I'm like, you could be like that guy, a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's it's crazy.
Jesus.
Hmm. It's always a COD player. This is just my experience. It's not all of them. I've met some great girlies that play Call of Duty, you know. But yeah, that's
It's usually
mhm.
like a guy that you run into first, no offense to my guys, I love y'all. I love y'all so bad, but,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you know.
Now, moving off and away from the toxicity. Buddy, if someone was just hopping into your stream for the first time, what would you hope they take away from your stream? Like a feeling, a sentiment, an idea. What would you hope that they take away from your stream or gain from your
That
stream? Mhm.
that they gain another safe space to just kind of exist because I
I
know,
love that.
like I said, I'm very neurospicy,
Mhm.
and that's something that's really important to me. Um,
Yeah.
like I want people to feel comfy. I want them to feel safe,
Mhm.
um, in my community. But I'm also goofy as fuck. So,
Love that. Mhm.
if you don't feel comfy, at least you can laugh before you go, or you
Yeah.
can smile before you go. Because there are times like it's so hard to like to pinpoint just one thing.
Mhm.
Um,
But I love that.
because
You put
I'm
that so
a
well.
mix.
Yeah.
I'm a mix of so many things,
Yeah.
but, I I yeah, I think those are, like, the main things. Like, if you're not leaving feeling comfy, if you're not leaving smiling, at least you leave feeling loved.
Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. Oh, that's so wholesome. And finally, my last question, because I feel like I ask so many questions. What's one thing that Bunny Bana that most people don't know about you? What's one thing they don't know about you that you wish they did know?
Um,
Be it a party trick, be it a personality trait, uh, be it the struggles of VTubing.
oh, there's so many things that I'm, like, open about. It's
Mm-hmm.
kinda hard. Let me
I get
think.
that.
Um,
'Cause I guess I'll give an example while you think on that. I'll give an example for me. One thing I wish that people knew about me, because I feel like people often take things at face value online. I'm very loud, and I do have a sailor's mouth. I curse a lot, and I do meme a lot. So I feel as though sometimes when I'm at my most annoying, I'll say annoying. When I'm at my most annoying and out there, people oftentimes get a little bit taken aback because I am loud, and they'll be like, "Oh, this person's like a violent, but like they rage a lot. They're known to be aggro and toxic." No, I'm just very like vocal. So I would wish that they would at least stick around to see the more moments when I'm like bonding with chat, rather than running into like an asshole in game or making a joke of something because they were being an asshole.
see, like,
Hmm.
I never got that first vibe from you. I think yeah,
Oh,
like and, like, we're Latinas, okay? We're gonna
yeah.
have our moments where we're loud
I
anyways,
gotta
but, like
crash out a couple of times.
oh, I have to. No, I
Yeah.
absolutely have to. It's so hard, like, um,
And it's
something
okay
that
if you don't have anything that
I
comes to
want
mind.
people to know, I
Yeah.
guess, like, I guess I don't really, like, talk about it much, but
Mhm.
I want to like, I really do wanna, like deep down, I really do wanna do this full time, and I really can't see myself doing anything else
Yeah.
except for, like, music.
Mhm.
I think the only thing that would probably take me away from content creation, like, completely is music, but that also kinda ties into it anyway, so it's not like I would
Yeah.
ever really leave.
Yeah.
Um, and this is, like, the only thing in life that has made me feel like I can actually be something more than what I am.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I love that. And also my uterus is probably throwing right now. Oh, I feel so emotional, but it's my uterus.
I get shadow cramps
Ah!
all the time.
Oh my
I get it.
god. That was so beautiful. I love that cuz I understand you. I get that. I love entertaining, and there's nothing that will fulfill it more than when I stream.
And I also don't think any job could ever I could ever fully really love any job that
I'll put up with it. But yeah, I get you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I face a lot of adversity, and I have already faced a lot of adversity
Yeah.
more often than not,
Mhm.
and, um, I think because of that, it's made me wanna, like, at least try to push more even though I even though I struggle a lot.
Yeah, I get you.
Um Like, I really do struggle a lot, like, some days, like, I know my close friends will know the most that, like, that um I fight the urge to quit all the time
Ah,
because
I
I don't feel
see.
like I'm good enough,
I feel that. I get
but,
that. You
and
are
then
good
they,
enough,
like,
though. I want you to
kick my
know.
ass.
You're amazing. You're killing it. You're doing your shit. You're on the grind. You are enough. See, that sounds
I'm gonna cry
aggressive.
now. No,
Sorry.
I'm the same way. No, please, no. I
Because I do this a lot, and I love doing that to people who, like, sometimes, because everyone has self doubt sometimes. So I love channeling that, and sometimes it comes off as angry, but I want you to know it's from a place of love. I want to see you succeed, you know?
I it means a lot. Like
Yeah.
genuinely. I try my best to I have to try my best
Yeah.
cuz like this is really all I have
Hmm.
and I
Oh,
I just really like I want this to work. I want this to be what I do.
yeah, I get that, and I love that. I love how welcoming your community is, and that says a lot about you as a content creator. Because look, you fostered such a beautiful community. And I hope you know you should take pride in that. You've helped build, if not built it yourself.
Yeah, I did.
You really did. You're
It's
doing the damn thing, you know?
I went through the trenches.
Yeah.
My best friends know like the amount of like shit that I went through. Even like
Oh.
some guildies know
Hmm.
like about like my past and stuff and
Yeah.
how hard I worked to get to this point. Like and I'm not even where I want to be yet. And
But you're going to get there. I can see it. You're going to get there. I know it.
my brain's fried. And
I'll have
also
faith.
being like neurospicy,
Yeah.
it's hard too, like because it's hard when
You have the stereotypes, the stigma. You have so much going up against you for that. Yeah. I get you.
and neurotypicals too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not like it's so hard.
Hmm.
Um, but at the end of the day, I just gotta like I just gotta keep trying.
Yeah, I get them. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so very much for being our first ever guest on episode 1 of The Lobby with me. I appreciate you so much. Are there any final words you want to share before we head on out and end this episode?
Um, go follow Mrs. Swiss
Mhm.
Roll on
Oh, you
twitch.tv
sweetie.
and I love her and she's really sweet and really funny. And she matches my freak. Uh
We're a little freaky deakies over here.
no, I could tell. And more than anything, know that you are loved and you are cared for, and to take care of yourself because there's only one you in this world, and you need to take care of yourself the best way that you know how.
Oh, I love that. And my chat, y'all go follow Bunny, this sweetheart, please. Please. They're amazing. They're phenomenal. They shared so much. They bared their heart and soul to you, chat. The least you can do is follow them. This is the tough love I'm talking about. Love you, chat. And also, thank you so very much again. Truly, Bunny, it was an honor.
Thank you for having me. It was an honor. I didn't even realize I was the first one. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my, I shouldn't have put that pressure on you, to be honest.
Well, I didn't know. Now
Oh,
I feel a little bit better.
um. Well, now you know.
It was an honor to be here, no matter what. I was. Thank you so much for
Thank
having me.
you. Oh, that's so sweet. I'll catch you later. Bye, Bunny.
Bye.